Welcome to As Sports Fast Take Friday. These will be a mini series video on our thoughts and trends in the sports business as it continues to evolve each week. We have the whole team here today. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Sure, Bader, I'm the Client Services Manager at AdSport.
Gary Knutson, CEO. We don't have the whole team. Rusty Ford is in Plano, but almost the whole team.
Here at HQ. Andy Price, Managing Director of Client Services.
Awesome, thanks guys, and I'm Abby Murphy, I'm the intern. So I'll be moderating today. We're going to start off with all the talk of CBD that's been in the sports world. So NASCAR drivers and PGA golfers have already been allowed to partner with CBD companies. What will it take for the major leagues, NFL, NBA, MLB, to open the door to the CBD category?
I mean, I think that as the CBD category continues to grow, people are going to see what those effects look like for the people that are already at the front of it, those early adopters, and it's just going to continue. So with those big companies, those big organizations, we need the NBA and the NFL to buy in and help their athletes, but also help those partners and help that category continue to grow to an exponential amount.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think, when you've got entities like the NFL taking a serious look at, utilizing CBD for their players' health, right? Whether it's related to CTE or inflammation issues, I think that's a step in the right direction. And kind of build on what you said, I think the more guys that are recognizable, or more people that are recognizable that get involved with and endorse, like Gronkowski recently, and you've got Terrell Davis recently creating CBD infused energy drink. I think then the public's perception, the league, and then ultimately, what we're concerned about, is there an opportunity as a marketer to be involved?
I think CBD goes hand in hand with marijuana, just being from the cannabis plant, and how society's kind of being more educated on the pros and cons of what marijuana is. And so I think as society warms up to the idea that marijuana isn't this, deadly drug, that'll kind of carry the sports leagues to kind of open their ideas to getting CBD or other cannabis products in the door, because the money's going to be there. Did a little research prior to this meeting. So in 2018, the state of Colorado generated $1.5 billion in revenue from the sale of legal marijuana. Anheuser-Busch, probably the largest sports marketing company out there, they generated $15 billion across all of North America in the same year. So that's one state versus a international corporation that's spending a ton of money in sports.
Was that sales in Colorado, or
Correct.
What they derived from taxing the sale?
That was sales revenue.
Got it.
Yeah. So the money's going to be there. It's just a matter of time before the leagues want their piece of the pie. And I think that comes with society warming up to what the product actually is.
Sure.
So if you're a CBD company, would you rather take interest more in the teams and the leagues, or do you go what a Big Kiss Health did and go more towards the athletes like Rob Gronkowski?
Well, I think that's the entree into the leagues, right? Is let's align with the marquee player in that given league, right? So again, using Gronkowski because it's kind of the most recent example of it. That's a brilliant strategy, right? Gronkowski is one of the most recognized NFL players on the planet, even though he's not currently playing. So I think that's the strategy, right? Is you're aligning with these guys that then give you credibility in the marketplace, in society. And so I think you'll see more of those kind of partnerships evolving for the CBD companies, right?
Yeah, I think the athletes are the first door open because the health benefits of the products make sense for athletes and their treatment. I think there's potential to partner with a team or a league, and we were kind of brainstorming how could a CBD company activate a sponsorship with the team. I don't know if we're ever going to get to the point where they're product sampling on game day, but certainly brand awareness with signage in the venue. Maybe they can go the route of local health companies partnering with the training facilities, doing training support and that stuff. So maybe there's that avenue. That's not just straight brand awareness. We're trying to move product. So I don't know. I think there's potential there.
Yeah, I see it no different than some other companies in kind of the health category, right? Like a Muscle Milk.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really, as an athlete, it should be looked at kind of as the same, right? Muscle Milk is there to provide, nutritional value for a high performance athlete. CBD is really the same kind of thing, at least in terms of the way it's being looked at and utilized, right? It's for inflammation. It has benefits, tied to CTE and issues around brain injury, anxiety. So I think it's probably in that same kind of category where it's something that it's almost like product placement, like a Muscle Milk, right?
Sure.
Where the training staff is using it, the official CBD provider of Team XYZ.
Do you think that CBD needs to be widely approved in the medical industry for teams to kind of latch onto that?
Yeah, and I think the issue is that there hasn't been enough testing done on it, right? A lot of I think the studies, at least that I've seen, seem to be, strong, sound studies, but there's not this kind of like the federal government's approved and, here you go, it's a stamp of approval. So a lot of, I think the commentary or feedback around CBD being effective is somewhat anecdotal, right? So I think it's such a new kind of product that athletes are taking a look at utilizing really in the last 4 or 5 years.
Sure.
And so it's going to take some time to kind of get traction and be broadly accepted, I think.
Yeah, I mean the benefits are clear in my eyes, but like you said, there hasn't been enough testing to tell you what the side effects are going to be. So because it's a 4 to 5 year process here that we've seen it, there needs to be a longer form of testing for the federal government to come by and say this is a clear thing for everybody to use.
Yeah.
And to your point, I think that maybe not in the short term here, but long term, I think there will be those product sampling. You will be able to just lay on a table, they'll slap some lotion on you, and that's going to be your first experience with CBD oils or lotions, and it's going to be because of their partnership with the NFL.
Right, and I mean I see it, where you're standing in line at the concessions and you're getting your CBD infused, drinks as well. So those kind of opportunities, I think, will be there in the future.
Awesome. I think that is a great place to wrap it up. Thank you guys for your insights today. And then we'll be back again next week with whatever happens this week in sports. So yes, stay tuned. Comment below if you want to know anything else. You want us to talk about something specifically. If we said anything wrong, let us know.
See you.